some of them they are good, some of them they're not okay. Yeah. Like, what do you mean they are not okay?
Of your high shame.
That South African men don't like Nigerian men. Hello guys, welcome back to Life Clue. My name is Ruth and today we have Mpoye. I don't want to say her name is, but she takes it as
it's fine. South Africans can't pronounce it either.
Why?
I don't know. Like even when I introduce myself back at home, unless you're Sesotho or Soto, they'll be saying, even the black ones, Miboni, all sorts of things.
Okay, so you know what? I'm excused. I'm allowed. So yes, we are going to be reacting to a video that I saw titled "What South Africans Think of Nigerians," and Nigeria was honest. I don't know what the was unexpected part is, but
we want to be anxious.
Why?
You know what? So, we have a reputation, South Africans, for being xenophobic. So I wonder what they said.
But what do you think of Nigerians? Like before you came to Georgia, what was your impression?
There's some good stereotypes and bad stereotypes, and then there's also what I learned from just interacting with Nigerians. So firstly, with the bad stereotypes, I'm going to start with the good ones actually, because I don't want you guys to come for me and say I'm xenophobic.
Say something, I will just give you slap.
Okay. They're hardworking and intelligent. That's what we think of them. Generally, like West Africans, like your Ghanaians and Nigerians, we think they're very smart and hardworking and diligent. And then with your negative stereotypes, of course, like criminality and scamming. I mean, I think that's what comes to, unfortunately, that's a bad stereotype that comes to everyone's mind with like Nigerians scamming. Yeah. And then
I don't have anything about South Africa, but I never thought of South Africa before I came to this country.
And then with like what I got from like interacting with Nigerians, you guys are open-minded, at least more than I think other Africans are. Not necessarily open to doing absolutely everything, but in comparison to like other Africans, there's more of a willingness to try and something, or even with, if you just look generally with how Nigerians can immigrate to different countries, they actually are able to assimilate to other people's culture, learn the language a lot better than not just Africans, but a lot better than a lot of other races and ethnicities globally. They can almost assimilate to any culture and any country, whereas other people like myself, high shame. And then they're very welcoming as well, which I didn't expect. That they're very welcoming. They try to accommodate a lot of other people. Look at them. So yeah,
I'm proud. Actually, I think it's true. We're very welcoming, and Nigerians, we give it to you as you bring it to us. Like if you're nice to us, we give you the nice part. If you're very mean,
and they're very particular about food. Hey, yo, I'm very anxious to cook for Nigerians because I was dragged.
You know what? We asked the point to make salad.
No, I don't want to do it again. I was dragged.
We asked the point to make salad. Nigerians, we call casserole, what do they call coleslaw as salad. So that it's the point I came with running.
Can I please tell you, we in South Africa, a salad is such a vague word because there's so many things we consider as salad. So we have,
continue.
We have, potato salad. We make salad out of like pasta, that with mayo and tuna. There's so many. Salad is such a diverse term. So for them, it's like a very, very limited group of food or types of recipes that can be referred to as salad. So coleslaw is one of the salads we have. But in my mind, I even spoke Nigerian. You see, because I'm getting frustrated, so it's coming out. In my mind, chagalaka is salad, and that's what I made. Did they not come for me, guys?
Because you brought that you expected us to eat it with fried rice.
It works. It works.
It didn't work, sister. It She not like me, I know it's
She didn't eat it, but she's saying it didn't work. Of course, like how there's no archer in
But
this
the others
country,
liked
so of
it,
course
though.
it was a bit difficult
other people
to
like
improvise. Yeah, they did. They ate it. Shame they tried. But anyway,
Anyways, for me, South Africa, I don't know. I don't like until when I met Mighty. That's when I actually knew more of South Africa. The only thing I used to hear about South Africa is the rape issue thing and HIV.
what? Yo, okay.
Sincerely,
Shame. It's true.
That's
Like,
what I see about South Africa and the way they make it seem. There's one series they used to do then. I can't remember. It's like it's not Big Brother, but it's another very popular series that they do around African countries.
I wonder.
HIV too and family planning, that kind of.
I don't know what it
The
is.
show, I really don't know.
If you watch like intersections, HIV is a problem. Shame. Like, hey,
like it's a very popular series then. So anytime I watch it, that's all I always think about. Like, and then I used to think like almost everybody
is HIV positive. Hey, you
like I felt like it was normal. The way Nigerians we have malaria, I felt it was like what it is in your country.
You must be careful, Shane, because okay, I don't know how true this is, and there's a rumor that this, like, we have a military base in our city, my city, Bloemfontein, and they say that there is where the high concentration of HIV infected people are. So, but we know it's a thing. You can't just be moving anyhow, you know. It's not the West.
So that's what I knew about, and so far
rape.
so good.
Oh my gosh, even the Krugersdorp, there's a Krugersdorp situation there. It's so bad, but
so far so
true.
good. The South Africans I've met, they are nice people. They are good. That's all I can say.
Lovely people,
They're
beautiful people.
So I think I said, and they like to hide themselves.
Okay, that's true.
They like to hide themselves. So like my thing, all of them. This one too. We just woke up and be doing one nonsense on my phone. I be doing. I'm like, what are you doing? They like to hide themselves. Anyways, let's start watching the video.
If you're watching for the first time, my name is Dixon and I run a channel called Dixon Cape Town. Dixon, Cape Town. So today I'm on the street of Cape Town asking South Africans what did they think about Nigerians. So if you don't mind, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
I don't know, it doesn't sound South African.
It doesn't, even the name, like the first thing I thought, because South Africans aren't that keen on English names, English first names. So when I heard Dixon, I was like, Zimbabwe. And then
actually the reason why I thought it was Zimbabwe, because I know Zimbabwe is they run their R's. Like
they're okay,
and he was like something, and the way he mentioned,
and then the accent, it doesn't
match. I'm becoming an expert in the South African religion.
Religion.
Community.
So, what do you think about Nigerians or Nigeria as a country?
2 years back now, I was in Joburg, so I stay with Nigerians. What I know and I think about them is that they are smart when it comes to their mind. They are the first thinker, things like that. And they know how to make money.
So you know how to what?
Make money.
What do you think about
we have to ask you. You're coming from Nigeria.
If I think about Nigeria, I think about turning up. I think about having a party and good food. That's really what comes to mind first.
What do you think about Nigerians or Nigeria as a country?
I won't say anything about Nigeria as a country because I've never been to Nigeria. But all I can say about Nigerians, I've heard a lot of stuff about them.
When you go straight to the point.
This country or anything like that, I've heard a lot about them. But in my experience, I've never seen such things. I only hear them on the internet because they are very good people. I also have friends, Nigerian friends. One of them is David. In Nigerian, they say Davido. So
Nigerian.
I know a lot of Nigerians. I used to be a DJ at Corner Pocket. The guys who were bouncers there from Nigeria. So they are nice people.
He
They
can
have
be a
nice food as
politician.
well.
He doesn't get to the point. He just
Always
walks in circles and circles.
Okay, so have you ever tried Nigerian food?
Yeah, I have, but I'm not sure about the names. But it's always like hot stuff that they eat. A lot of peri peri. They like what we call it stiff pap. Then Africans is pap, so they like that kind of
Simple question.
Do you know what? You guys' pap is different from our pap.
Yes.
You saw the pap they showed. It's different from the pap he was referring to. Our pap is
He said
liquid.
stiff pap, and stiff pap is the one we normally eat. Well, of course, it will vary from your ethnicity, like your cultural ethnicity, and it also varies from household. Like I know my dad's side of the family, they like a more runny pap. I hate
That's
it.
the one we eat.
And then my mom's side, which is the one we grew up with, we eat the stiff pap, the hard one.
The one we eat is the running one.
No, I
That's what we
can't.
call pap. When the first time Maite was telling me that she wants to make pap for me, I'm like, why would you make pap for me?
It's a staple. Like it's so good with all
She,
sorts
and
of
the way she
meat.
used to hype it,
It's
I'm like,
good,
why?
like-
Pap is like you're adding milk. It's like you're taking
Yeah.
series to us.
Okay.
And with moi moi or something. That's pap.
I haven't eaten pap since I left home. Oh gosh.
You can buy pap now.
Some of them they are good, some of them they're not okay. Yeah. Like what do you mean they are not okay?
That's like they sell drugs to the people. It's like they are destroying some other people's family, so they must stop it.
Stop it. It's not like a teacher, like you know your parents is like you must stop
You
it.
must stop it, yes.
You said they're not okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I actually agree. Some Nigerians are not okay.
Hey, you know what? It's so controversial because I think the biggest issue with the xenophobia in South Africa is not even just specifically towards Nigerians, but towards a lot of people that are immigrating. Nobody has a problem with immigration per se, especially when it's skilled laborers, when it's people who add value to a country. Unfortunately, South Africa has become sort of like a hub for criminals. So instead of saying, oh, we want skilled specialists or people that are, you know, immigrating for whatever good
The way
reason,
Canada
even if
is
it's not
doing
just
it
for
now.
work. Yeah, exactly. We're just taking everyone. And I think that's why when you accept everyone irrespective of, you know, because even when we're trying to send back people that don't have the necessary documentation, we're being told that, okay, no, we're xenophobic or we're this, and we're like, we can't house everyone because first of all, we're struggling to take care of our own people, and second of all, now we must just accept everyone irrespective, even if they're not, you know, people who are running away from crime or people who are sometimes actually running away from taking responsibility from crime in their own. So now when those people, which may be a small group of people, but when those people are all coming to one area and causing issues in a different country from their own, of course they're going to create a bad reputation for their country in the eyes of the people of the country who they're coming, you know, to.
I understand what you're saying, because
For example, even here in Georgia, it's difficult as a Nigerian to enter the country. Not because Nigerians are bad, but because there's a small group of people that are coming here and messing up opportunities for Nigerians to immigrate. So something that I never went through at the airport, almost every other Nigerian is going to tell you that they're going through a particular painful experience when they have to enter the country.
And I think what you said is true, because in like when I hear of South Africa, Nigerians in South Africa, not for every situation, please don't come and do this thing. Like most time, if a guy come and meet me that is saying he's Nigerian and he living in South Africa, there's a high chance one part of me is thinking he's probably doing 419. Like it's like there's a group of those guys that decide that, you know what, we want to leave Nigeria and the nearest place to go to is to go and stay in South Africa, or the way they say the nearest place to go to is to go to Dubai and stay, maybe because you guys are more accommodating, like with the whole visa, like you were saying, receiving them in and all that kind of thing.
I think it's
but
even irrespective of like visas, it's just so easy to
move,
to get into South Africa illegally and to live there illegally, because we know, like when you're walking in certain places like Station Square, you know, like if you don't have your passport, if you don't have your TRC, they can stop you and send you back. This is not regulated in South Africa. Nobody's looking, you know, do you have documentation?
I think the reason why some Nigerians got angry about when the whole Xenophobia thing started was that the fact that they were now born in places that you can actually see is legit jobs that these people are doing, like car dealership.
I'm not here to defend South Africans, but we will burn everything. It's not, you know, it's
not what I mean.
It's
Like people that
unfortunate.
got angry, like you can see that these people are really doing like legit job. It's not sounding like, is it that you guys are saying that we're taking your jobs, but
It's
some of you guys are
unfortunate
lazy
because
to
they
work?
that is true. It's partly like South Africans, they're also not taking accountability for their lack of initiative in their lives, partly, but also there's nothing when South African protest. There's no discrimination. They will
They
burn everything. So
So it's in their
and
DNA.
by everything I mean everything. They'll burn your car, they'll burn human beings, they will burn infrastructure. So that's not necessarily defense, but I'm just saying like
It's just
is what it is.
it's what they do.
It's what they do. Like the only thing they won't burn, funny enough, is the politicians who are actually destroying their lives. But everything else they will burn.
It's the same as Nigerians. They will abuse everybody, but the politicians they will abuse. But when it comes to facing them, they don't say anything.
About Nigerians or Nigeria as a country.
No, it's a beautiful country, man. I love the people. They are also beautiful people. I also have got like 5 friends from Nigeria. So they are really good people, man. And their food also egusi, man. I love egusi so much, man. Yeah. What do you think about
Guys, Igusi is so amazing. You know, the first time I saw it, it was.
You were looking at it like
I
what
was,
is
you
this?
know, and I remember the first time he gave me stew. I forgot what stew it
Just
was,
stew, normal
but it
stew.
had cow skin. What is it? What do you call
Oh, Shaki.
shaki? The cow
And that
skin.
said I'm missing leather.
It was so rubbery. I was so like, what is this? And it was. Then I told my dad, and my dad's like, you're eating leather now. So
No, that's not Shaki, that's Pomo.
Oh, okay, I can't say that. I visited one of my friends and she made ugusi, and the colors, there was orange and red. I was like, will I eat this? And guys, they have mix all sorts of meat, so it's like tribe and then goat meat and cow skin
meat,
and
everything.
beef. Oh, guys, Nigerian food. She even brought me jollof rice the other day. Nigerian food. Okay,
But what do you
anyway,
guys eat?
you know what?
This is like this 3rd time or 4th time I always ask her the same question, like what do you actually eat? Because I really don't know.
I don't even, because we don't have names for a lot of our dishes. We just cook.
you
You
just-
understand? So you guys have like a name for every
specific,
single
yeah.
stew.
And-
Whereas if you ask me what do we eat, I can't say this thing as a dish. But if you ask me to cook certain things, I can. It's
You
just that
can.
this country does not have vegetables. It does not have anything.
Doesn't have anything.
They will have huge supermarkets, guys. Supermarkets will be the size of Macro. If you guys know Macro game, no food.
Nigerian or Nigerian men. Well, I can't say.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Is it true that South African men don't like Nigerian men? They feel like we take South African women.
I've heard that kind of thing, but I've never observed it in my close space. So for example, in my friendship circles, family circles, and in like the larger Bloem area, I've not seen that or heard complaints of that. But like when you get onto like social media spaces, people from Joburg, and I guess that's because that's where a lot of Nigerians are, because that's where jobs and opportunities are. They do complain that more women tend to date Nigerian guys.
Nigerian guys.
But they okay. One thing, actually, no, I'm lying. One thing that South African men do say, like when women, just generally women, but also like South African women date, is like if you date a Nigerian guy, usually like if you date a West African, but Nigerian specifically, they say just be careful that he doesn't have a wife back home. So that's one stereotype that they like. But aside from that, I've not heard negative
I see that
things
like,
about SA men towards
they feel
Nigerian
like
men.
Nigerian men are taking their ladies. They are taking South African ladies, and then some South African ladies will be like they prefer Nigerian men to South African men. I don't know how.
I've also heard that that's a thing, but like I said, in Bloem that's not so much of a thing. Maybe like I said in Joburg, there's
Because I don't think about
What is this one
You
saying?
understand? But the country is cool. Yeah, the green and white. Yeah, why not?
You know what I
play
think?
FIFA, and I do go
I think the issue is people want to be politically correct. So they're afraid that if they have
Say
a
their
negative
thoughts.
view or have a negative opinion, it means that they believe negatively of like the entire Nigerian population. Whereas, you know, even like me, I'm not afraid. I know there are some things
Stereotypes
that
will
are true
happen. That's
about
just-
South Africans that are bad, and then there's also stereotypes that are exaggerated. You understand? So like I said, like I mentioned, this is a stereotype, this is not a stereotype. Maybe this is true, maybe this is not true, but it doesn't mean because you have a particular stereotype you group every Nigerian like that and you don't give them a chance. So they're afraid to be viewed badly for maybe hearing or believing or even, you know, voicing a stereotype that
and-
they know of. So everyone is playing it safe.
And your opinion should depend on when, like, if you meet them. Like, if I meet a bad South African, that would be my own opinion about. Most likely, that would be my own opinion about the whole general, which is bad, but that's how.
And whether we like it or not, like, a lot of our opinions are shaped by facts but also experiences. So if you have a negative view today, it might change tomorrow if you have a positive view. So don't be afraid to express a negative view because you think people will view you in a bad light. Do you understand?
Person. Yeah.
As human beings, we're not going to view everything as okay all the time. Yeah.
Just a current, I can't really speak broad about it, but what I know is I like the diverse.
Hey, this is the South African man.
I'm not sure whether,
The accent. The rest, I don't understand.
Okay, that
It's
most
like
of
a
them
dough.
are colored.
I'm not sure what it is, but I would like to taste that, but I don't know what it is. But that's the main thing that I know about Nigeria. But I believe that it's a very nice country, very different, very diverse, which makes it very exclusive towards other countries.
Beautiful. So let us know your answers in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you.
But okay, just to expound a little bit on what I was saying about stereotypes, because people there are even some, I'm not even gonna, because I don't want to get myself into trouble. There's a group of people, a particular type of group that we live amongst here, not Georgians, and they, generally speaking, people have a positive stereotype, and from what I've experienced, that positive stereotype has been like disproven in one sense, in a particular sense. So like, to have a negative or positive stereotype is not the end all and be all. Just don't be afraid to voice it. You understand? Like I said, we're gonna grow as we interact with people, and it's so
change.
I feel like it's so unfair because people want us to all have liberal,
Open-minded.
inclusive, open-minded opinions, when sometimes some people might be sheltered, some people might not have grown in, you know, these super diverse, you know, inclusive environments. You understand? And so you have to give them grace as well to understand that not everyone's going to say I love everyone all the time and accept every single culture and every single aspect and every single, you know, because someone was like, oh no, we have to join as like, we have to join and be unified as like one continent, and that is so nice, but that is
It has its
a
own
fairy tale, because now you're integrating. Let's take Nigeria for example, which is now divided into the north and the south.
West, East.
Exactly, because of the
religion, everything.
Yeah, you understand.
Just language.
So
everything.
if one country in and of itself cannot be fully unified and, you know, homogeneous, how do you expect a whole continent with different practices, different beauty standards, views, religions? So I'm not saying we should be absolutely exclusive, but we can be inclusive in a way that doesn't need for us to be one thing, completely homogeneous, because that's really the only way we're going to be unified like that.
Anyways, so thank you, Poi, for coming. Thank you, Professor Poi. She has plenty. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's know your thoughts and opinion, and for those that are from different countries apart from Nigeria and South Africa, let's know what you think about South Africa or Nigeria. And also mention the country you're watching us from. Thank you guys once again. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. See you guys.